sleeping on the street. I'm a capable human being.
Making conscious next steps.
I'm a conscious human being.
Seeing growth really
Like,
happen.
we some hip hop niggas. Like, we don't need to vocalize it to make shit like that's what I could.
I promise y'all,
12-hour day
my
type
stomach broke.
Listeners, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. You're now listening to the Flyer Pop Podcast. I got some beautiful guests with me today. I got peace and love to the population. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Flyer Pop Podcast. I am your favorite host, Remy Supreme, and this is episode 30. It's been it's the last episode of the season. Season 3 is now it's finally a wrap. It's been such a great season. We have so many great guests on, a variety of different creatives as well as entrepreneurs and some beautiful people, man. So I really just want to take the time to update the listeners and let you guys know what's going on with the brand, as well as just let the new followers, the new subscribers know what the brand is and what we're all about. So I'll start with that. Flyer Population is a media platform that's driven by cultivating consciousness through conversation. Shout out to my homie Alex Tallis out in Grand Rapids, Michigan, for helping us put that together. Shout out to Odd Studios as well and the Oddest Clothing line. They're doing some really amazing things in Grand Rapids areas for creators. So shout out to you guys for just being dope. But with the media brand, when I first started it, I was definitely calling it a media company. But I just grown to realize that it's definitely a lot more of an organization than a business. We're not really chasing a dollar. We're not really chasing money at all. What we're chasing is conversation. What we're chasing is change. What we're chasing is actions that'll just make this world a little better place. That'll bring more peace, more prosperity, more abundance into all of our lives as a human society. Essentially, our goal for the brand is just to become as big of a brand as your Complex or your Revolt TV or even your World Star Hip Hop. But our main focus and the whole focus is to spread more love, spread awareness, and overall just leave this world a better place than how we found it. You can expect to see a lot more podcast shows popping up this year of various different genres. We definitely want to get some more women incorporated. We'll probably have to just get some sports stuff involved. You guys, if you know me, you know how I feel about sports, but we'll definitely get that involved, man, because this brand, again, is not about me or what I think. It's about uniting the people. It's about waking up the people, and just tapping into that consciousness. You can also expect a lot more YouTube content coming up. We're gonna do more event coverages, probably do some street interviews, as well as some vlogs or something, maybe. So if you guys have any ideas, or if you know of some specific content that you're looking for, let us know. We'll make it happen. We're still developing, we're still building a lot, so I'm all ears, honestly. And even though I do really appreciate all of the support, all of the recognition, all the love from all of you guys, I definitely have to stress how much the Flyer Population brand is of and for the people, and it's completely a collaborative effort. So everyone who actually supports the brand is technically a part of the Flyer Population. So with that being said, we are definitely looking to do a lot of different things this upcoming year. One of my biggest focuses right now is finding personalities to be on camera. You don't have to be a journalist or social media or internet savvy. Honestly, what we're really looking for is someone with a bubbly personality, someone really personable who doesn't mind conversing with others, as well as being in the spotlight to a certain extent. I'm personally planning on wearing my producer hat for a little bit. I definitely want to work on just putting together some different shows and content. So if you would ever even thought about starting your own podcast or show of any kind, a YouTube channel, whatever it may be, please reach out to me, man. I would definitely love to help build with you. I would definitely love to help develop, or even if you just need to rent some equipment, whatever the case may be, I would definitely love to get involved with or without the brand attachment. We've been doing a little bit of community outreaching as well, and that's something that I personally definitely want to amp up a lot more this year. So if being in front of the camera isn't something that you're necessarily your thing or whatever, but you would still love to get involved with servicing the less fortunate, definitely reach out to us, man. We could always use more hands, more ideas, more input, just so we can help make this place better, in general, if being on camera isn't your thing and you're a creative or a supporter that really wants to collaborate or get involved, just hit me up and we could figure something out. I realized that this was my passion. Media specifically was my passion a few years ago, and there's so many different hats to fill within the brand, from videographers, photographers, or engineers to administrators, personalities, and even some developers. So even if you're not that experienced, or if your brand isn't that established yet, still just hit me up, man. I would still love to build with you and to make some stuff happen, to collaborate some ideas. You know, I think 2 is always better than 1, and that multiplies from there. You know what I mean? I honestly can't say enough how much we really believe, how much I really believe in community over competition. I personally believe that there's way more than enough for everybody, you know, so let's just come together and really make something and build something that our kids will benefit from. So yeah, I also want to just take the time out to give you guys a quick recap on season 3. On the past episodes, we've had so many different guests, so many beautiful guests, so many flyer guests, I should say. Had some great conversations, man. First and foremost, I got a shout out to the big homie, Danny O'Fay. Thank you so much to him for joining the Flyer Pop brand this season. He really brought a lot of great ideas, a lot of good energy to the brand. Danny is someone who has a lot going on personally on his own, but he recognized the power in collaboration and unity. If you're not already, make sure you go follow his business page, Strong Black Fathers. That's at Strong Black Fathers. The movement is picking up some crazy traction already. It's got a big movement going on, honestly, and it's just gonna keep getting bigger from here. So make sure you tune into that. You can expect a lot of things happen. I know he has a lot of plans for that movement specifically this year. One including the Strong Black Fathers podcast that should be starting soon too. So look out for that. Just go check out episode 21 if you want to get a little more background to Danny as a creative and as an entrepreneur. Episode 21 is our episode where we got a chance to sit down with him and get that good story told. One of my personal favorite episodes was episode 26. That was featuring Fatima the Poet. This was definitely one of my favorites just because of the depth of the interview. Fatima just being such a talented poet, also just being so beautifully spoken, man. There was way too much great content on that episode, from learning how to let go of people who don't serve you, as well as some of the ups and downs of being a writer or a creative, you know. We're also still on the hunt for her fake IG page, so if you're watching this right now and you be on IG like that, if you can find that page, man, I will personally pay you for that. We gotta find that, because she's holding back a lot of good content from us, man. She has, if you haven't heard or haven't watched the episode, she has a fake IG page where she's putting all of her writing through. So we're still trying to find that, man. So help us find that. Another one of my personal favorite episodes was episode 24, and that was an episode we had with Russ Sneak. Russ, he's the head engineer here at Fruit Studios, man, and it was just a really special episode. Russ is quite the renaissance man. He's an engineer, he's a singer, he's a producer. He's also a little bit of a graphic designer, and he does a whole lot of things, man. So episode 24, he just gave us a lot of insight to his musical background, as well as a heads up to some of the fire music that he has coming on the way. I was blessed with the opportunity to sit in on a few sessions. One of those sessions being with Awkward Shaman, and that's one of the projects that I'm really looking forward to dropping this year. I feel like that is definitely gonna change the name and the look of Fruit Studios, man, because that from what I've heard so far, it's been some really, really fire music. Awkward Shaman and Rusnik both are just super talented artists, super dope. You guys are gonna like it for sure. And we can't also do a proper recap without mentioning Fruit Studios, man. Shout out to my brother Jeff for holding us down with the space, man. And Jeff in general, man, like he truly inspires me. You know, he's one of the people that I've witnessed in real life turn his dream into a reality. You know, he started in his basement and now he's in a full official studio. You know, and that's something that's really motivated and inspired me to keep going with the media brand and everything. He's crossed off so many big goals in 2018. I'm really looking forward to seeing him cross off a lot more goals this year. I know one of the things he's looking to do with the brand is the first annual fruit festival that's supposed to be happening probably before the summertime if things work out right. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys pull up to that if you're in the DMV area. It's definitely going to be a big event. It's going to be the first of a major event for the DMV area, the Nova area specifically. So I'm really hyped about that, as well as more of the amazing music that's coming out of this place, man. There's been some really big artists and even just some really talented local artists that have been coming through here. I've been hearing so much heat. So stay tuned for that, man. Make sure you guys go follow the business page, Fruit Studios _VA. That's on Instagram. They also have a website, fruitstudiosva.com. So go check that out. Stay in tune. There's going to be a lot of heat coming out of here, like I said. So I also just want to do some shout outs and just give you guys a heads up on what you guys can expect to come from the Flyer Pop brand this year. One of those things being our conversation in our podcast with the homie Juice from AGO. I was blessed with the opportunity to fly back to Michigan just to sit down with the homie and talk about his new EP that's going to drop soon entitled Wild. That's due to the wild life he's been living. That's a direct quote. Man, it was a really good conversation. He shared some of the background to his music as well as some of his favorite collaborations, like working with the multifaceted and successful Masego. He also just talked a little bit more about the AGO group, gave us some more background to them. Honestly, this album, this conversation, and the story is definitely a must hear. So make sure you guys stay on the lookout for that. We'll definitely be promoting the album as well as, of course, the podcast that we had with him. Probably in the next few weeks or so, depending on how things roll out with Juice, but just stay tuned for that. It's definitely going to be coming soon. There's some good content. The music and the podcast both was something you're definitely going to want to tune in for. I also just want to shout out all of my supporters, man, especially you guys out in the Midwest area. I know that's probably my biggest demographic area right now, just probably because, that's where I started. We're going to be coming back to the area this summer, probably around July. We got a lot of episodes we're going to be doing. It's practically going to be like a podcast marathon. I'm going to be on doing a couple podcasts a day, just knocking them out. I'm really excited for it, though. There's so many creatives, so many entrepreneurs, so many loving people that we got to catch up with and get those stories told. One of them being Divine Center. That's someone that I'm really looking forward to sitting down with. He's an artist coming up out of the West Michigan area. As well as Josh Solas, aka Solas Inc. He's an artist. He's a creative. He does some graphic designing. I know he paints and does a lot of different type of artwork. His artwork is super fire though. Follow his page, Solas Inc. on Instagram, man. His eye and his artwork is incredible. You'll definitely love it. So I'm excited to sit down with him, and as well as we have a lot more people. But if you're watching this and you want to sit down and you're in the Midwest area, tap in, man. Let us know. Hit my DMs, hit my message on Facebook, whatever it can be. I definitely want to sit down and get more creative stories told. Get people's stories told in general. If you got a story, if you got something you want to share, I'm definitely here to build with you. Also, shout out to everyone who's always supporting us on social media. Shout out to people who staying consistent, tuning in, especially on the Instagram story post, man. I really appreciate all of the consistent profiles, the consistent pictures I see on the stories, tuning in, tapping in. You guys don't know how much it means to me for you guys to consistently support and acknowledge, what we're trying to do here with the brand and with society. So thank you all for tuning in, for tapping in. I really appreciate it. Let me know how we can provide better content. I'm always looking for ways to improve and provide optimal entertainment and content. So if there's something I'm missing, or if there's something you think I could do a little more on, just let me know. We'll definitely make that happen. I want to make sure that we're fulfilling you guys' entertainment, your social media needs, so to say. I gotta shout out just everybody who we worked with so far. There's been so many wonderful creatives, so many flyer people, I should say, that we've worked with. That has been such an honor and such a dope opportunity that I'm glad that I was able to seize. I look forward to watching your guys' careers develop and continue to grow. I know a lot of you guys are on your way to something really major, man. So I'm really looking forward to watching that and again getting more episodes and catching up with you guys as things continue to grow and progress. And lastly, last but definitely not least, man, I gotta shout out you who's watching this right now, you who's tuning in. Thank you, because honestly, none of this would be possible if you weren't doing what you're doing right now and listening or watching us through YouTube or through the podcast apps of your choice. You guys have no idea, man. This is major for me. You guys are helping me fulfill my purpose, my passion. So I can't say enough how much I appreciate you guys' support and tapping in. Even if you accidentally fell into this video or accidentally fell into this podcast, I can't say enough how much it really means to me for you to support. So thank you for that. Thank you for real. And I'm gonna wrap it up there. I feel like there's probably so much more I'm leaving out, but we'll keep you guys in tune. There's gonna be a few more off season episodes that we'll be releasing with a select few different creatives and artists and things like that. So stay tuned for those. But yeah, in general, man, thank you again for your support and your love. As always, man, may our lives be filled with peace, prosperity, abundance, and love. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.